The Catrice Advent Calendar is definitely the Advent Calendar that gets me most excited. It was my favorite one that I unboxed last year, and this time around, I think this is gonna be really good. This is in a makeup bag and the theme is Twinkling Treasures. I'm so excited. Like, I did my very best to not get any sneak peeks. I saw a couple of things, like 3 things, because Catrice has been posting a little bit on this as well on their Instagram. But today I'm gonna finally find out what is in here. I'm gonna discover it with you guys. I'm gonna show you what is going on and if this is worth picking up. This one, by the way, is 40 euros and I got it at Boozy Shop. So let me first remove like the outer carton. Oh, it does say on the back what's in here. I just saw another sneak peek. It's so hard to not get spoilers with this advent calendar. I get it. Like, if you are buying something like this, it is 40 euros. You do kind of want to know like what is going on. Is it worth it? And for this I need scissors. Like, I definitely get the spoilers, the sneak peeks. I get why they're doing it, but for me, I didn't want to get any actually, because I already knew for sure that I was gonna unbox this with you guys, and I just really want to experience it. Like, I wanted this to be my true first impression. So this is what it's looking like. Inside, we have all of these cute little bags. It might get a little bit difficult to find the right days. Let's see if this makes a bit of sense. By the way, the makeup bag feels very nice, and I think I'm actually gonna be using this quite a bit. Like, this seems like such a practical makeup bag. Where is number 1? Okay, I think it is at the front. Yeah, it's at the front, so it makes some sense. We have a compact here, I think. This was something that was already spoiled for me a little bit. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. So this is the Catrice blush in C01 Baked Apple Pink. That sounds really promising. Ooh, okay, so this is what it looks like. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this is, I think, the best first product I have ever seen in an advent calendar. This is, it's looking so nice. It kind of makes me think a little bit of their new blushes that they have come out with in their regular range for the fall winter. Ooh, it's like a baked pinky blush. This is so beautiful. I love a very glowy blush. It is just my thing. It is something that I really enjoy. It's a little bit on the sheer side. That is so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna be doing another video trying these out actually on my face, but this video I'm just gonna do a bunch of swatches with you because I happen to know that a lot of people just want to see what's in it and then move on. So that's gonna be for the people who want to know like what the quality of everything is. This looks so nice. Okay, I'm so excited about this. I think this is gonna be a favorite. I love this color. I love kind of like a powdery pink. I love a glowy baked blush. This is everything I could have dreamed of, could have wanted. This is so nice. I haven't tried it on my face yet, but I'm thinking that it's gonna be similar to the blushes in the regular range, which I have been enjoying the one that I have. All right, day number 2. This seems to be a lipstick. Could this advent calendar get any better than the one from last year? I kind of feel like there's a chance. Like, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really good. I love the little bags. I think it's really cute. So this is kind of like a chubby lipstick, and this is in the shade C01 Marry Me, and then like Merry as in Merry Christmas. So let's see. It seems like quite a nice kind of like milk chocolatey brown. Let's do a swatch. It's kind of like a gloss in a stick. I wouldn't say it's a very warm tone or very cool tone per se. It's a little bit in the middle, more of a neutral rosy brown shade. It looks very promising. It looks really pretty. All right, we have day number 3 in this powdery pink bag, and this is gonna be a highlighter for sure. The thing with these see-through bags is like, you're gonna see some sneak peeks. If you have this calendar, you're opening it in December, you're gonna see some of the products. Like, it's see-through. Like, what can you do? So this looks like a highlighter stick. It's in the packaging of the blush sticks that I don't know if they still have, but the cream blush sticks. And this is the highlighter glow stick in C01 Glow Ho Ho. And I am really loving this calendar so far. I feel like none of these products so far feel like filler products. They all feel like products that I would really enjoy. This highlighter is looking really pretty. Let me see, where can I swatch this? Oh, it's on the subtle side. It's like a subtle kind of sheer champagne, but I think it's gonna be really beautiful. It's looking really promising. But anyway, I feel like I'm not sitting in the middle here. What was I doing? Okay, day number 4. And this seems to be a single eyeshadow, and I can see the shimmeriness like through the bag. This is looking really good. This is looking really, really good. I feel like this is gonna be a really nice topper eyeshadow. So, ooh, yeah. Yeah. So this is the Catrice Mono eyeshadow in CO1 Starlight Sparkle, and it's looking very sparkly. It's looking like it would be very kind of like creamy and textured. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but let's do... Oh, it feels very soft. Not as putty as I was thinking from the look of it. This is looking really nice. Oh, it looks like such a good topper, kind of like Space Cowboy by Urban Decay-esque. It's very shimmery. That is beautiful. That is really beautiful. Like a shimmery cool tone champagne. Really stunning. Alright, I zoomed in a little more. I hope you can see what is going on here because it's really, really beautiful. Okay, let's move on to day number 5, and this looks like a charm ring. A charm ring. Does that mean we're also getting some charms? A charm ring. It is a golden ring to put your charms on, I guess. I could get mad at this, but I also could not. It's depending. It definitely depends on how cute the charms are gonna be. I don't want any like super cheap, like throwaway, like you're never really gonna use it kind of charms. Like I want them to be really cute. But this feels quite nice and heavy. It feels like pretty good quality. Day number 6, and this is a small mascara. So this is the Catrice Glam & Doll Volume Mini Mascara. I'm gonna be giving this away. My sister and my mom are getting a bunch of mascaras from me. Ooh. I'm so mad at the fact that there's black mascara in every advent calendar that I just start throwing them across the room. Where is the mascara? Okay, got it. Whew. Alright, so this is the Catrice Glam & Doll Volume Mini Mascara. And my mom and my sister, they're just gonna get some mascaras. Like, they both do wear black mascara. Okay, what day are we at? 7. And this is gonna be a lip mask. This could be cute. I recently did try a lip mask from Catrice that wasn't my favorite. Is this one of the charms for the ring charm, by the way? Because this does have a little hole for it. Probably. So I guess you can carry this around. So this is the Catrice Lip Mask C1 Star Glaze. Can I even open this? This is pretty difficult to do when it's the shape of a star. Hello? Is this even possible? Oh wait, you shouldn't turn it. You should just... Wait. It was not what I thought it was. Okay, just open it up. Glad I didn't break it. Because that would be the 4th Catrice product that I broke. Like the packaging of Catrice products, they don't like me. Okay, so I'm gonna put my finger in. Feels pretty melty. There's a bit of a reddish pink color to it. Not my favorite scent, I think. It's a little bit of a sheer pinky red color. I feel like if the scent is gonna be okay for me, it could be cute. I do like a kind of like reddish lip mask. So let me see if I can get this on the ring charm. I think it's supposed to go like this. And then here we have it, the ring charm. How cute. We are moving on to day 8. And this looks like a nail polish from their new nail polish line. But probably a color that they haven't had yet. So this is looking like a light pink. Ooh, this is looking really nice. So this is C1 Winter Blossom. And it does have a little bit of a muted pink like base. And then more of a silvery pink shimmer running through it. This looks really cute. By the way, if you're wondering what this is, I actually burned my hand on like a hot stone bowl. So yeah, that's happening over here. It did hurt a little bit. So yeah, this nail polish is looking really cute, very up my alley. The whole vibe of this calendar is really up my alley, like with these soft pinks. It is really what I like. So I'm happy about that. But if you don't like pink as much, might not be the calendar for you. Okay, so this seems to be a powder puff sponge. I don't think I've actually ever owned any of these. Like, I've seen them, I've seen other people use them, but I don't think I've ever had any of them. So I'm gonna be testing that one out. It's something that I didn't really need to have in the calendar, but now that I have it, I'm just gonna test it. Then we have, I think it's gonna be a lip liner, and this is day 10. And I really enjoyed the lip products from the advent calendar from Catrice from last year. I did really enjoy the lip liners, and I did really enjoy the lipsticks. So this is the Catrice lip liner CO1 Snowy Rose. This is looking really good. I am very, very excited about this calendar so far. So it looks kind of like similar color to that gloss in a stick that we just saw. It's kind of like that rosy brown kind of thing. It's not super warm, it's not super cool. I think it's gonna pull differently depending on your skin tone. It feels very creamy. I think this is gonna be a really nice lip liner. Day 11, and this one is, what is this? I have a vague idea of what it could be. This is the Catrice Juicy Lip Balm CO1 Champagne Fizz. So I think this is gonna be a click stick kind of lip balm. I have tried some of them from Catrice that I have enjoyed. I have tried some of them that I didn't enjoy as much. Has a vaguely kind of like fruity scent, but I don't think it smells like fresh fruits. It smells a little bit like candy. I don't really know what to think of this scent. Okay, let me do a little bit of a swatch. It seems to be kind of like a sheer peach. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It does look really pretty, but I will be able to make up my mind once I get this on my lips and try it out. We are at the halfway point. This is day 12. And we have another nail polish. I have tried one of the nail polishes from the new Catrice line, and that particular one I didn't love that much, but I think it was also the formula, like the particular amount of shimmer that was in that nail polish. Like, we have different types of nail polishes in the line, so I think it's good for me to try some different ones. So this one is looking kind of like a pale gold, and it's a shade CO2 Golden Bell. It looks nice. It looks like a nice color of nail polish. It looks like a kind of like nudie festive shade. I do think that's gonna be pretty. Then day 13, and I have a feeling this is gonna be an eyeliner. And the eyeliners from the advent calendar from last year were my favorite. Like, they were a little dry. This is the Catrice Eye Pencil CO2 Golden Eye, and I think this is gonna be like a shimmery gold. So let's give this a swatch and see if it's a little less dry than the ones from last year. It still feels a little bit on the drier side. Like, it looks like it could be better than those from last year, but this, I have to say, it wasn't like a one-touch swipe. Like, I had to go over a few times, but so far everything is actually looking really good. I'm very hopeful for the quality of these products. Then we have a peptide lip tint. So this is day 14, and I do really enjoy the peptide lip tints that I've tried from Essence and Catrice so far. And this is in the shade CO1 Merry Night Shine. And I don't really know what they mean by that, but I think this is gonna be more of a berry color. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so it's kind of like a more muted purpley berry. It looks like a really, really gorgeous shade for fall. Very excited about that one. Like, this is looking so good. I thought it would be maybe a little bit similar to the ones that we saw in the, I think it was the Valentine's Day collection. I don't think it's that similar. This one does have a little bit more mutedness and purple in there. Day 15, and this one looks like it would be another lip liner. I do feel like they took some inspiration from last year's calendar. I think that's a great idea because it was a great calendar. So this one looks kind of like a warm rosy lip liner, and this is in the shade CO2 Winterberry, and I think this is gonna be a great color. It's kind of like, I will swatch it next to the other one. It's kind of like, it's not super warm toned. It does have a little bit of something that fits with that berry like peptide lip tint. I feel like those would fit together very well. This is a really nice color. I do really like it. It's kind of like a darker rose. All right, day 16, and I'm not sure if we're gonna get an eyeshadow palette this year. Actually, last year we had an eyeshadow palette. I quite enjoyed it, but I'm feeling a little bit doubtful about that. So this is day 16, and I think this is gonna be another blush or maybe a highlighter. At least it's the same type of compacts. This is the Catrice highlighter in C01 Holly Jolly Shine. So it's gonna be a highlighter. We have the same packaging. It's looking really nice. So we have two highlighters in this advent calendar, but the formulas are gonna be very different. So this is a champagne highlighter. Let me see. It also seems to have more of a like see-through base. It has a little bit of a subtle color. I feel like this one might be a little bit more cool toned than the other highlighter. It looks like a really beautiful highlighter. I'm pretty excited about that. All right, trying to clean my hand, preparing myself for the last few bags. Next up we have 17, and this is gonna be a kabuki brush. Kabuki brush is not something that I regularly use, but it does look good. It does look like it would be pretty good quality if you enjoy something like this. Like, it has quite a nice density. I don't really know what you use this for actually. I never really use a brush like that. I think it might be more for like powders. So this is day 18 and it looks like another lip liner. So we're having a lip liner here when it comes to the advent calendar. Let me see. This is the Catrice eye pencil. It's a red eye pencil. Okay, that's very interesting. Catrice eye pencil in C01 Ruby Noel. Okay, so a red eye pencil. I didn't see that coming. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit darker. Like the outer packaging is very like bright red, like in your face. Like that would be a bold choice, but the actual liner looks like it would be kind of like a shimmery, like brown purple. Ooh, it does look very promising. It does look really good. Feels creamy enough. I think it's gonna be more for like a smoky look. I do really like this tone because it's brown, but it's also kind of purple. It's kind of like in between. Day 19, and I think this is gonna be a brush. Like there's gotta be a brush in there. It's always gonna be a brush, and there's always gonna be a black mascara somewhere in a advent calendar, but we haven't seen a black eyeliner yet, so I hope it's gonna stay that way. So this is a really cute red handle, and it looks kind of like a fluffy eye brush. It looks kind of like a brush that I would use to pack something like all over my eye, just kind of like maybe like a cream eyeshadow. I think it would definitely work for that. Right, it's time for day 20, and I think this is gonna be a blush. This is in the same packaging as the highlighter, like the stick cream highlighter, and this looks like a stick cream blush. I do really enjoy what we're seeing so far. Like the only things that I would personally not use, it's the kabuki brush and the black mascara. The rest of it I really like. So this is the blush. This is the blush stick in C01 Candy Cane, and it looks kind of like a muted, what would you call this? It's kind of like a muted reddish brown. It has a little bit of rosiness in there as well. It actually looks more pink on my hand than it looks in the like bullet. Like it's a little bit of a muted rose. Really beautiful color once again. Really excited about that. Then we have day 21, and I don't really know what this is. It looks sparkly, it looks golden. Oh, what could it be? All right, this is the Catrice liquid eyeshadow in C01 Golden Treasure. So we have another eye product that seems a little bit more like a effortless topper. So I feel like they're really going for, ooh, that's really beautiful. Okay, do you see the shine on that? That's really nice. It's very shimmery. Ooh, okay, that looks very good. The next up we have day 22, and this looks like it would be another one of those clicky sticks, and this time it's in a red packaging. I do really like the packaging here. I do really like the vibe here. I just feel like Catrice does their advent calendars so good. Like I don't feel like there's anything that can happen at this point that would get me disappointed in this whole situation, because we have a makeup bag and then all of these beautiful products. Like this is so nice. Okay, so this is the Catrice Juicy Lip Balm in CO2 Burgundy Bliss. I think this is gonna be a little bit of a darker shade. Let's see if it's a little bit more pigmented. Like I cannot even see in the mirror right now because there's so many of those little bags everywhere. So this one is a little bit more red, but it's not super dark. Kind of like a sheer red. It also has a little bit of a shimmer in it. I think this looks really cute. Okay, I had to change my battery for the last two bags, and we have another nail polish for day 23. So there are 3 nail polishes in this collection. Ooh, this is looking really nice. This is looking really nice. So this is really like a ruby red metallic nail polish. This is shade CO3 Holly Night. This looks so good. This is such a Christmassy color. Very, very beautiful. Very gorgeous. I can't wait to try that. I think that's very cute. And I think this is such a great way to try their new formula as well if you haven't tried it yet. And then lastly, the very last thing is gonna be a Catrice Jelly Eyeshadow Topper. So for day 24. And this is in CO1 Twinkling Star. So no eyeshadow palette this year. But I feel like the calendar is also a little bit more affordable, which I like. And I also feel like eyeshadow palettes still are not as trendy, so it does make sense to have like these eyeshadow toppers and things like that in here, because that is just what most people like at this point, and you just want something that most people will be pleasantly surprised by. So this is the eyeshadow topper. The packaging looks kind of interesting. It's very, very interesting. Like, this packaging is a choice. But let's see what the eyeshadow is like, if I can open this up. Ooh, okay. I'm really just taking all the eyeshadow out of the packaging with that. Okay, we have a theme of sparkly, champagne-y eyeshadows. Like, I feel like all of the eyeshadows that we have are kind of like sparkly, champagne, topper-esque eyeshadows. It looks cute. I kind of wish that we had like maybe one other shade, one different shade. It could have been a little bit more interesting, but I do get that this is what a lot of people will use. It does feel a little bit like jelly and wet. But yeah, it's really cute. It's very shimmery. It's a little bit more sheer, definitely, than the liquid eyeshadow. I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult to do a look with all three of the eyeshadows, because I feel like they all serve kind of like the same purpose in the look, but we're gonna be trying it in that video. But yeah, this looks really beautiful. This one looks really beautiful. I am very impressed with this advent calendar. Okay, so that's gonna be it for the unboxing of the Catrice advent calendar for 2025. And as you probably could tell, I really love this advent calendar. It really has this burgundy pink girly theme. It's not as themed as the one from last year, but I feel like it's gonna appeal to a lot of people. If you don't like pink, if you don't like red, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get into this advent calendar. But I really think this is such a good value for money. Like 40 euros, you get so many products, you get 24 products, and it doesn't really feel like there's any filler in there, except for maybe the keychain that you put the lip mask on. But I was happy to see that there weren't like 3 different like just accessories in this. Like, we had some brushes, but we also had some blushes, some highlighters, some eye products. I was really impressed. Like, I haven't tried these on the face yet, but they all swatch are very good. I just think Catrice really thinks this through, and I feel like they've thought it through even more than last year, because now you also have this makeup bag that actually is gonna be so handy. Also, just to store some things in, to put it on your vanity. I just think this advent calendar gets like a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Like, I don't really feel like it can get any better than this, and I don't know if I should like even unbox any other advent calendars, because this one is so good and I'm just gonna be enjoying this one so much. I think like the coming season, Christmas is still far away, I know, but I'm already looking forward to using these products. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.